Hi everyone, this is Tarun Kumar Vashisth. I am a doctoral candidate here and I have just finished up with my doctoral thesis. Here I am to provide the feedback regarding library, which has been an important venue for my library. In fact, in the acknowledgements section, I have written that library occupied me much more than my space did, much more than my home did. If I talk about library, I may do it in 3-4 themes. First is the infrastructure or the physical aspect of the library. Second is the software part, and third is the people part of the library. So let's start with the physical part, and I won't shy away to say that library is one of the most accessible parts of IIMA. There are, you must have guessed that I am a person with disability and I am a person with blindness actually. What I found was that this library has been conceptualized taking into consideration say universal design, So you would find, an elevator just in the middle so that people with orthopedic challenge, they can navigate it. And for say persons with low vision, you would find that on every floor, whatever has been written in large fonts. And important is that it is actually, it has been done taking into consideration the needs of the stakeholders. And in fact, I and one of my friends, we were much a part of, whenever this particular library was made, we were the part of that audit team, informally, of course. Physically, as I told you, this is very accessible part of IIMA when you get into the library. Automated doors wherein a person with wheelchair can enter it and roam around the whole library, and there's ample space for a wheelchair to roam around. So not just for the people of vision impairment, but as I said, for everybody. You would find say a discussion floor wherein people with hearing impairment who would maybe like to talk in substantially higher tones would get the space for themselves. So this is the first part. Second part is software, and wherein library helped me to the extent that I would say I would not have been able to complete my thesis so romantically as I did. So library is equipped with a terminal, which I almost used as my personal resource, I would say, for these 5-6 years. And it has text-to-speech software. At the same time, it has OCR software, which are two most important softwares for a person with vision impairment. Plus, in my first 2 years, since I was going through my coursework, so I had to do with physical resources also. For that, we in our library have Sara, we also have Kibo, which actually were instrumental for me. And in fact, since there is a convention we are part of, India is part of, people here were very much happy, more than happy to scan the books for me, because there is no restriction for the persons with vision impairment, and as soon as I would put the request, they would be happy to do it for me. So it had been a smooth sailing for me in this regard. Now a third people. The first thing that would come into my mind as far as people here are concerned, that I never knew that this particular person belongs to this particular department of the library, because as soon as I put the request, they would just stand up and they would do whatever is there in their capacity. And starting from when I came here, I have seen a lot of improvements already in the library. The earlier librarian sir and the current librarian sir, I would say, they were, and in fact, the people who, all the people there in different departments, they're more than happy to innovate and change the things. For example, when I came here, nobody was using these systems to this extent. So these systems were there, in the area which, the lobby area wherein counters are there and circulation is there. So we got out that, this is the place wherein a lot of noise is there. So people were very much happy on my request. We got the terminal there at the place which is secluded, which does not disturb other people, and I can work pretty fine with my text to speech software here. So these are some of the examples which I can put across that actually epitomize my journey here. And I would say that I developed a kind of live-in relationship with the library, and my family allowed it. This is what I would say. And as I said, that I spend most of the time here, and everybody would vouch for it. It is not my characteristic, but it is actually the infrastructure which I got here, which is much more than the physical and this software aspect of it. It is the whole ecosystem which I got here, which even I could not get at my home, which has to be the most comfortable place for any person. So this is my feedback about this library. Thank you very much.